we are going to bring back Janna, but joining her is going to be Amber Milt. So they are going to talk about at-home skincare must-haves. And Amber is the founder and host of Art and Beauty Podcast. She can be seen as a virtual host for New Beauty Magazine, for Beauty Pass Live, Talk Shop Live, and as a content creator across multiple social media platforms. So if you want to see what's going to make your skin real life ready and virtual life ready, these are the ladies who are going to show you what you have to have. So welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. What a beautiful introduction, Jacqueline and Georgia. What a great segment. I'm also going to be filling out my circle of life. And Janna, it's so good to have you here. I'm just going to jump right into it. Can we get started with this?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And I want to welcome everybody who's watching, all of you beauties out there. Welcome to the Wellness Awaits Summit, brought to you by Image Skincare. You know, August is National Wellness Month, so that is why we're doing this segment today. As Jacqueline mentioned before, we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of this session, some of my absolute favorite products, so make sure to stay to the end to find out if you're a winner. You know, I got a great introduction, but yes, I am Amber Milt. I am a podcast host. I've been a beauty journalist for almost 2 decades. So thank you for all these fabulous skincare products, because I'm blown away by the fact that we're still able to do this. And as she mentioned, I host a beauty podcast, which you can find on YouTube and every podcast platform out there. You can also find me at Amber Milt and at Art Beauty Podcast, and I hope you will find me there. Today, I am so honored to be joined by the woman who made this entire event possible, the founder of Image Skincare, Janna Ronert. Thank you so much for organizing this and for being here with us today.
Thank you very much, Amber. It's great to see you. It's a pleasure to be here today. And it's so great to see so many professionals that value education like we do at Image. So the summit is super exciting, and especially our segment that's coming up now to talk all things skin, which is, as you know, my favorite subject.
Same girl, same. You know, we know that Image Skincare is really regarded highly in the industry. And now you are the #1 spa and salon professional brand. Congratulations. So we know that you are absolutely a trusted authority.
Thank you. It has absolutely been a very exciting journey to reach the #1 position. We're obviously very humbled, very honored that more than, 30,000 professionals trust and use our brand. A big thank you to all of our loyal fans out there. It's really this type of event for me, and I think for you too, we've talked about this, that make you so proud to be in this beauty industry. I think we're all kind of lifelong learners. So let's just get going.
I am so excited to get into this. Over the next 30 minutes, Janna and I are going to be talking about the best skincare ingredients, the procedures, and of course, the at-home skincare you need to help you age later. Don't we all want that? And if you didn't get a chance to check out the amazing session beforehand, and all of the sessions today, don't worry, because they're all going to be posted on the imageskincare.com site. We will also be posting this one, so you can put your pens and pencils down, because you'll be able to go back and watch it again and again. So let's get right into it and start with the powerhouse ingredients in skincare, the things that we should be on the lookout for, starting with what I think is the gold standard of anti-aging skincare ingredients, retinol.
Yes, retinol. I think this is one of my favorite powerhouse anti-aging ingredients. And I think many of you know, but if you don't know, retinol is really just an antioxidant. It's a derivative of vitamin A that, I don't know, I guess you'd kind of say it amps up the cellular, turnover in the skin. And it's like kind of putting your skin on a turn back the clock Peloton for so many skin conditions, right? Like, aging, fine lines, wrinkles, lax skin, pigmentation, sunspots, acne. I mean, it really does it all. And I think the most important thing why I love this ingredient is it's really safe and impressively really adds a great addition to your skincare program. So I don't think anything should hold you back by incorporating at least one retinol product to your daily skincare routine.
I mean, that is something that I absolutely have in my skincare routine. But, we know that retinol is definitely a powerful ingredient. Sometimes, though, it does get a bad rap for being irritating. How can we avoid that?
Well, first of all, I'm kind of going to debunk that myth. The old forms of retinol may have that rap, but the new innovative, what they call kind of encapsulated forms of retinol really don't burn or irritate the skin at all. And why? Because if you kind of well formulate it, like the product you're picking up, my actual favorite, the Total Overnight Retinol Mask, it's super, blended with forms of hyaluronic acid, peptides, AHAs, and clean botanicals. So the product that you're putting in your skin, I use almost every night, but my skin is used to it. So my skin is, can really tolerate retinol every night. But one little tip that I have is once I put on that retinol mask, I use the Vital C facial oil because I suffer from a lot of dryness, dehydration, and rosacea skin to kind of seal that. So my skin really wakes up very super dewy and super tight.
I mean, looking at your skin right now, it is flawless. So this is definitely a wonderful thing to add into your routine. What would you say is the best way to use this most effectively? And how quickly can we expect results from this?
Those are two very good questions. I think first of all, with retinol, if you are new to it, you really need to ease into it. I think that's why we offer 6 different options to be used nightly. The product that you're showing, which is my absolute favorite, the overnight retinol mask, beginners can start 1 to 2 times a week. Or you can use one of my other personal favorites, which is the Retinol Md Serum, which is like a glowy retinol serum. And that is also really great. It's best to use this at night, kind of when the cells are in a regenerative move. The skin will feel tighter, brighter, and more radiant after several uses. But I'd say probably visible results 1 to 2 months.
Wonderful. Okay. So 1 to 2 months, you're going to have better skin. Think about it, just in time for the holidays. You're going to be looking your best. I know another extremely potent ingredient for tackling some of the most common skincare concerns, everything from dullness and discoloration to fine lines and uneven skin tones, is vitamin C. And I am wearing orange to celebrate. Janna, how does vitamin C in our skincare help benefit our skin?
Well, you just talked about vitamin C, which is my absolute favorite ingredient. And I think it's got to be a staple in everybody's daily skincare routine. I mean, this, but maybe some of the listeners, I suffered from really severe rosacea for many years. And the Vital C collection was kind of my answer to rosacea suffering, which a lot of, folks out there, especially with stress and the environment, that little baby right there, myself and our team and chemists produced this collection that actually has been #1 since 2003 in our company. And a lot of people ask, well, why is vitamin C your most popular collection? Because I think it's the foundation for really healthy and glowing skin, right? And I think when you can incorporate the different types of vitamin C in a product like the vitamin C serum that you showed on screen, it really tightens, brightens, lightens dark spots, reduces redness, and protects against UV damage. That's why it's so important to wear your vitamin C during the day, to give you that antioxidant kind of veil of protection to kind of get that glow. So I think that you should incorporate vitamin C into your daily diet every day. I use it morning and evening. I use the vitamin C serum that you showed in the morning, and then we'll talk more about the Powerhouse Power C in the evening. But I think vitamin C is a staple for any great skincare routine.
You keep alluding to the fact we are going to be going through our skincare routines and the products we love. So make sure to stay for that. You're talking about vitamin C, but we do know that not all vitamin C products are created equal. So what are some of the other ingredients we want to look for in our skincare products to help, maximize the benefits of the vitamin C?
Yeah, so I mean, I think you need to look for high concentrations of really stable vitamin C. And this is kind of a long, funky word, but it's called tetrahexyl decyl exorbate, or THD vitamin C. And this is kind of the newest form of vitamin C on the market today. It's oil soluble, so it's good for all skin types. And, you know, we launched our most sophisticated product to date, the one that you're seeing here, in a 20% concentration, which is super, super high. And you can see on screen, you know, gosh, we've had so many, you know, clinical studies, hundreds done in the years, but this blows everything away. This particular product for all skin tones, you know, ferulic acid, hyaluronic acid, it's an amazing ginger-derived botanical, and you can just see in 4 weeks the studies, the before and after. So I know this is your favorite product.
Yes,
You know,
it is.
we have launched over 100 products within Image Skincare, and this is our #1 launch product in history. So it's a winner. I think when you use it, you're gonna, that restoring, powerful, what we call this product is really what's gonna deliver into your skin.
I mean, I love how glowy she looks after 4 weeks. It's that radiance, it's that glow. It's really beautiful. And I know for myself, this is definitely my favorite product. You know, we know for some people who are watching, vitamin C can sometimes be irritating.
Yeah.
What are some options that we might have for people with maybe more sensitive skin?
You know, and I think also kind of the old Elazorbic, that irritating, you know, stinging, burning, that's also kind of a myth today. I think a properly formulated vitamin C should not be irritating for even the most sensitive skin like mine, who have rosacea. And when we formulated that vitamin C serum, again, when you use those 3 different forms, the tetrahexyl exorbate that I talked about, and the other forms of vitamin C, and also blending it with clean botanicals, it really delivers for kind of the most really amazing results for glowing skin immediately upon first application.
I mean, you can see here it's radiant, but what I really like about this is, you know, it dries beautifully. It absorbs into the skin. It's not going to leave your skin with a greasy after look. It's going to look gorgeous and glowing. You know, and speaking of gorgeous and glowing, I know that, you know, at the end of the day, that's sort of the goal for all of us. What are you seeing right now in terms of some of the best skin illuminators, skin brighteners? What are some of those ingredients that we should be looking for?
Well, I think the buzzword of the year certainly has been glowy, illuminated skin, right? And there's some ingredients that could kind of get that glow on even before you put on a primer, a highlighter, or a foundation, before you even touch the makeup part. And I think one of them is an ingredient that you should look for called Transexamic Acid. And we all know and love the usual suspects of AHAs, glycolic and lactic, but this new acid is kind of an amino acid from lysine, which is the building block of proteins. And this is a great ingredient to look for. So transexamic acid. The second one is niacinamide, and that's kind of a soluble form. You're shaking your head. You love that ingredient. A soluble form of vitamin B3, and it's brightening, it's lightening, it plays very well with others like kojic acid, arbutin, and then when you add good old vitamin C in it, it really boosts that illumination. And my favorite that I got on today is our Illuminating Serum, and it's got all of those amazing ingredients. So again, you know, clinical studies, it really kind of blew us out of the water after 4 weeks. 97% shows that boost of luminosity, skin tone and texture, luminous and radiant. And, you know, I think one little tip that I use is I sometimes will even mix this with my sunscreen during the day if I don't really want a foundation, and it just kind of glows through. So this is a great product to treat a lot of, it's very multifactorial.
Yeah, I love this product. And I love, again, that we're seeing women of all skin tones, skin types, skin textures, and how much more radiant their skin looks. Because at the end of the day, we all want to go makeup free, right? That is the goal, even when we can. Let's move on right now to the AHAs and BHAs. Can you give us a little refresher as to why we need these 2 powerhouse ingredients?
Well, I mean, look, these are the good old staples. These are your go-tos that you just should not live without. And, glycolic and salicylic and lactic and malic, they all come from pretty naturally derived sources that some people don't know. Glycolic sugar cane, lactic sour milk, malic apples, salicylic acid from willow bark. So they're really safe, but true and tried ingredients. And basically what these do is they're like little baby Pac-Man that eat away through those dead skin cells and the yucky stuff on your skin to kind of speed up cellular turnover, kind of like putting your skin again on a treadmill. And we've been formulating with these for years. They're still very relevant. They're still something that you should look for in your skincare program. And I'm a really big fan of these. I think where we bulk all those AHAs together is in my favorite, which is the Total Anti-Aging Serum. Good old, for lax skin, pigmentation, fine lines. It really immediately gives the skin that glow. You feel a little tingling, that it's gotten to the deeper layers of the skin where the blood vessels are. You may say a little bit of redness on your cheeks, which redness is good. It gives that really dewy look and that glowy look. So, I think those are some other ingredients that I certainly would try to look for and have in your skincare, on your skincare counter.
I love it. And you know what? You can see I'm able to layer these products, which are all very effective, but not irritating, which is really, really nice. And we'll see if my hand looks 10 years younger by the end of this segment. Let's talk about, another super popular ingredient that I know we all love, hyaluronic acid. Can you just give us a quick refresher on why this is something that we should all have in our routines?
I mean, look, this is another like miracle filler and a miracle hydrator, right? I mean, it binds its weight 1,000 times in water. It's perfect for dry, dehydrated skin. And the funny thing is hyaluronic acid is already naturally a component in our skin. And when we age, we just get less and less of this so important humectant that gave us those really cute little bubbly cheeks, when you're young and in your teens and in your 20s and 30s. So, you've kind of heard of dermal fillers. Right. Which is an injectable for lines and wrinkles and lips and fills up areas that need filling up. Well, this is just the topical version of it. But the cool thing today is there's just not like one form of hyaluronic acid. I think the product that you have has 6 different forms. So we call it the Total Pure Hyaluronic 6 Filler. So not to get too technical or nerdy about ingredients, but we have low molecular weight, high molecular weight, and all of those fill in the gaps in our skin as we age. So this can be applied day, night, throughout the day. You can apply it over makeup. It's fantastic when you travel because even in the best conditions when you travel, the air and the quality just kind of sucks all of that hydration out of the skin. Your neck, your chest, I mean, you can put it anywhere, your hands, put a sunscreen on top. So this is really a fantastic product.
I absolutely love this as a side sleeper, in the mornings when you get those wrinkles. This is so beautiful for that. Okay. You mentioned, I think, one of the most important ingredients that we all need in our skincare, which is SPF. Yes. So we all know that UV damage leads to visible aging. But when it comes to SPF, what is the actual number we really need? Because we've seen SPFs up to 100, right, when you're closer to the equator. And how much of it do we really need to use?
Yeah, that's always a very tricky question. So let me start off by saying this. First of all, 90% of all facial aging is due to the sun and the environment, as you know. That's a lot. Yeah. So everything we've had so much fun talking about, all the ingredients, they go down the drain if you don't protect from the sun. And we know that the most diagnosed type of cancer, both in the US and around the world, is skin cancer. In fact, more people are, and it's terrible, right? More people are diagnosed with skin cancer than the sum total of all cancer patients combined. So wear a sunscreen, and our magic number is nothing less than SPF 30 daily. That's the magic number. You can go up and up and up, but remember, when you get at a level to that number that you talked about, 100, which we don't offer in our line, you have to add so much chemical booster. We
Yeah.
don't think that's so healthy for the skin.
No, you don't need all of that, especially, here where most of us, I think, are watching from. I have to say too, I'm just going to add that, wear sunscreen every day, even indoors. I'm wearing it right now. It's something that, you can't get enough of. I do think people sometimes wonder what the difference is between the mineral versus the chemical. Can you kind of run through the benefits of each? I know you offer both in your line.
We do. And I think when you talk about physical versus chemical, before I jump into the kind of the topic and the science, the bottom line is just use one of the two. Every day of your life, come rain or shine, right? And there's so many different options today because our particular products are moisturizers with the built-in sunscreen.
Right.
So they're good for dry, oily, sensitive, and you need to go to your esthetician or get a consultation with a professional to kind of know what your total skincare regimen should be. So with that in mind, let's first talk physical. And physical are where these ingredients basically deflect the rays. And those two ingredients that you need to look for are zinc and titanium. And when you're applying this product, you can already see it's an elegant formula. It's not chalky. It's not pasty. It moves right into the skin. And that would be considered a physical block. The chemical is a different element where it basically absorbs the rays before it damages your skin. And this is where you can use a physical and a chemical, and you use the chemical to boost the rating up to an SPF 50. But what's most important is the protection. Mm-hmm. So protection, absorption, elegant formula, creating that dewy moisturizer to prepare the skin for the foundation or to go foundation free. And if you want to go foundation free, that's why we put together one of my favorite new products, which is all three: a primer, a protection, and a tinted foundation all in one. So this is called the Daily Perfecting Primer SPF 50. And you can see, Jacqueline talked about it. She has it on today. I have it on today with no filter too. And this is actually one of my favorite products. It's kind of 3 products in one. And I think for those who like to have that makeup, no makeup look, this is a perfect option.
I'm also wearing it. And let me tell you, when I heard that you're coming out with this product, I think I hounded your team every day saying, is it out? Is it out? Is it out? Is it out? Because the texture of this is so gorgeous. And when you look at this before and after, you can see it's just giving you that diffused, it almost looks like your Instagram filter. And it really, really does. So not only are you getting that protection, but you're also getting, you could run to the grocery store, you could run to go pick up your kids, and you're going to not only be protected, but you're going to look radiant and gorgeous.
So my daughter just turned 13. We have twins, and she's a big tennis player. And this has really been her go-to for that, because at 13, she doesn't want to full face of foundation, but she's a big tennis player. So this is water resistant. I mean, it's a 26% blend of titanium and zinc, no chemicals, pure physical. So I would highly recommend. This is great after peels, after treatments, after laser. I wear this all during the weekend when I don't really want a foundation. So when you talk about the new innovation of what's going on, this is kind of it in the bottle.
I'm looking right here. You can see it totally covered the blue veins that pop through in my hands. And I know my husband's at work right now, so I can talk about him. But men like this too, because it's getting protection and it just gives them a little bit of that boost. He doesn't want to wear under eye concealer or anything, but I'm like, babe, just put a little of this on before you go to work. No one will know. And it is gorgeous. And then I know that he is being safe. So I'm so excited about this. Get your hands on this immediately. If you are image lovers out there, this is going to be the one that blows your mind.
I think, and if you travel, this is
perfect
to throw in your little bag. So when you want to have kind of that glowy primer look after a long flight, you can just apply it with your fingers and it's just great.
I mean, can you see here? Like, it is just so gorgeous. It looks like your skin, but better.
Thank you.
That's really kind of what I would describe it. This is the go-to. Like I said, a lot of us are working from home. We have to get on the Zoom. That's going to be your best friend, just to give you enough of a coverage that you don't feel like, you know, that you feel good. You feel good getting on the Zoom. You can turn your cameras on.
Right.
All right. So let's move on to, I know, a big pillar of your brand, which is Clean Clinical. As the #1 spa and salon professional brand, you're all about delivering results. We've seen it in the before and afters. We know your products deliver results, but you created a new category of skincare you are calling Clean Clinical. What does this mean and why is it important?
I mean, I think that it's important to us because, first of all, clinical shouldn't be boring, right? In fact, it's really just the opposite. I mean, clinical skincare should create confidence. It should deliver efficacy. It should deliver evidence-based results. And that's kind of why we created this, because clean really should be also mindfully made. We should think about sustainability. We should think about clean ingredients, and we should think about delivering results. So I think with our amazing team of chemists, I'm an esthetician, my husband, Dr. Mark, a board certified plastic surgeon. When we create these formulas and in this formulation process, I think that you need to be assured that you're receiving the cleanest and most scientifically proved, formulas that do what they say they're going to do. And it's really important to me that we continually innovate on new and existing formulas. I mean, better than anyone in your career, the world of beauty changes rapidly.
Sure
and
does.
Being #1 is a responsibility to kind of always offer that customer a #1 product. So Clean Clinical, we're very proud of, and we stand behind it 100%.
Thank you so much for that, because we want to be using products that we know are doing good for us, but that are also, literally good for us. So moving on to, I think, something we're all starting to think about right now. It's the fall, the changing of the seasons. We know that we need to switch up our routine when this happens. So when it comes to professional treatments, I love to pick your brain on this because you, as you mentioned, esthetician, you've got access to everything. You've seen it all. What are your go-to treatments this time of year?
Well, first of all, I love chemical peels. I love peels in general. And, it's really a very simple solution to kind of removing the layers of the damaged skin cells that we have, especially when we age. So here you kind of see a photo of some of our chemical peels. We all know that there's 3 layers of the skin, and we mimic those different layers. So we have low level peeling, medium peeling, and very high level peeling. And depending on where you want to go, where you want to start, consulting with your esthetician is obviously the first step, or your professional. A step-up program is great. But what I love about our peels that you'll show, like my favorite, which is the vitamin C, of course, we're the vitamin C fan, is that it is in kind of an aloe vera delivery. So when you apply this, you massage all the vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, fruit enzymes, skin brighteners, and it really smells like a fresh cut orange. So, but it also delivers kind of that lightening, brightening, and tightening. So that's one treatment.
I apologize because I'm not a professional. So if you professionals are watching right now, don't judge, but look how gorgeous this is.
It is. And when you think about peels burning and stinging and really uncomfortable, it's really the opposite. You can do a lot of work with the skin without feeling that burning and stinging sensation. That's why vitamin C is such a great peel for the winter. It's a great peel because your skin is dry, dehydrated. It's going into another season. You might be indoors with the heating, with the elements. So it's really a great peel to recommend the signature facelift. But I think if you're on the organic side or organic minded, we also have a great initial peel for you also, which is the Ormetic Lift, which is kind of an organic peel with medical benefits. And this are peptides, pumpkin. Pumpkin is great for the winter, mango, fruit extracts that kind of, gently sweep away to really get rejuvenated skin. So that's a great peel for the fall, the organic. And I think the great thing, we have, gosh, 15, 20 different options of peeling, Amber. So when you consult with your esthetician, she can start you at a baseline program and then move your way up to the stronger peels with stronger ingredients, everything we talked about today, like the Wrinkle Lift, like a pigmentation treatment. But I think the most important thing is really to get a peel every month. I think that's super important. You know, the skin turns over. You just need that exfoliation process.
I have to say, I already have mine booked. I am ready to go. And like we said, you know, if you're watching at home and you are not a professional esthetician, this is one of the things that you definitely want to go to a professional for, because you're really going to maximize those skincare results that you want. But speaking of maximizing results, we are going to get into at-home skincare right now, because we know that while a professional treatment is a great way to correct a program to really boost results, a majority of the maintenance is done with a solid home routine. So if you don't have a good at-home skincare routine, you're not going to be achieving the skincare results you want. So I'd like to go through some of these now, because there's so many products on the market. And think about, like, what are some of the things that we absolutely must have? And then talk about some of the things that are nice to have. So let's talk about the daytime routine. What are the things that we absolutely must have?
So we went through them. Let's just, if you're like writing down and jotting so you can go to your professional and choose it. Number 1 is vitamin C. Number 2 is retinols at night. Number 3 are AHAs. Number 4 are peptides. And number 5, the most important, are sunscreens. Maybe you and I can talk about what our favorites. We'll have our favorite challenge here, because your skin is definitely a little different than mine.
Right.
And let's let the viewers kind of hear what our favorites are.
I mean, your skin is like every woman's dream. I have to say this. It is so radiant. All right. So let's start with cleanser. Why don't you start by telling me your favorite cleanser, and then I'll tell you mine.
So you want to start day or night?
Daytime. Let's go through the daytime products. So let's start with your cleanser for day.
Okay. So for my cleanser during the day, I love the Max Cleanser, because my skin needs a creamy cleanser that can, you know, kind of deliver the nutrition. It has peptides. That's my favorite daytime cleanser.
Okay, so mine is your Ormetic. Now, to be honest, a lot of the times in the morning, I don't need to wash my face. I'm not super oily, but when I do, I love a gel formula in the morning. It's something about that makes me feel nice and clean, but this has, you know, really gentle ingredients. So this, if you like a gel formulation as opposed to a creamier, the Ormetic is the way to go.
Right. I love the Ormetic too. I've got the Ormetic green on today for the wellness.
I feel like the Ormetic is a great, like, just such a good skincare line in general. If your skin's feeling a little sensitive, I mean, that's the way to go. How about your, you know, we mentioned vitamin C, which we know for the daytime. What is your favorite C?
So now my favorite is, I love the Power C. I mean, especially for fall too, to get kind of that glow. And my little pro tip is I mix the Power C with the anti-aging serum. So I like to blend vitamin C, ferulic acid, and the AHAs together to really get my skin glowing and waking up in the morning. And this duo definitely wakes it up.
I love that. And for me too, I'm going to back you up on this one. So the MD Power C is my morning go-to. User tip at home: if you don't read directions, make sure to shake it first. You know, some people are like lazy and we don't like to read directions. So right on the back, it says shake well before use. So make sure to do that. Okay. Sunscreen.
Okay, this is simple. I love the Hydrating SPF 30. It's 17% zinc. It's super hydrating. So I use this during the week, but then on the weekend, I only use my SPF 50 primer. That's all I use. I just put the primer on and I'm good for the weekend.
My go-to is definitely the new primer. I'm obsessed with this. It's also great. I want to show right here, but like if you need kind of like a touch up during the day, or if you're like out at, you know, I know our beach days are kind of over, but like you can use this and it will kind of help touch things up. And it's just so gorgeous. So thank you for this.
So that's obviously kind of just the basic.
Must have.
Right? I mean, those
Date
are
temperature.
the must-haves. We have a lot more, but those are really the must-haves. And then let's go for you at night. What is your favorite nighttime cleanser?
So at night, I like the Ageless Total Facial Cleanser because again, at nighttime, I want to remove everything, but I do want that hydration, especially now going into the winter months. You want something that's like a little creamier. So that is this is my go-to.
Me too. And I think because again, this has a whole host of AHAs, a little bit of salicylic acid in it. I just love that it removes all the makeup. It removes my mascara, waterproof mascara. It's just a really great go-to. My skin is really prepped for my step number 2.
Yes, I love that about it too. So something that's going to really get your skin ready for number 2. So my 2 at night, my anti-aging product is the Ageless Hyaluronic, because right now, again, I just can't get enough. I can't get enough. Can't get enough. And I also love something that we didn't talk about yet, which I think is so cool, is the Max Wrinkle Smoother. Yeah. So this is such a cool product. Okay, I'll wait here. I mean, look at these results from this. Yeah. I love this. The eyes, if you want to target those, those lines, this is the go-to for me. And, I think if you get Botox, this prolongs it. Because it really is a peptide that targets those crow's feet and those wrinkle lines on the forehead. But if you don't get it, it really is a wrinkle smoother. So that is, and I love to also put that even in the refrigerator, if I'm going out at night to just keep the eyes very cool. So that's a really big go-to for me. Yeah, this is going to be, and I love the applicator for this. So you can see here and you press this down, whoops. And then you can just kind of rub this in. So you're getting like a nice little massage of that area too. Yeah. Bye-bye wrinkles. I love peptides, and this Mdi serum is one of my favorites. It's peptides, it's hydrating, it's plumping. And so this is one of my go-tos. I love this product. Oh, look, I mean, can you tell it already blurred away all of my wrinkles? Let's see if we can get back here. Okay. So then what about your sort of last step in your routine at night? So I talked about it early on. We both did, is definitely the overnight retinol mask. This is really my go-to. I mean, you put this thing on at night, eyelids up to the, lash line on the neck. And in the morning, your skin is super duper glowy. And a little pro tip for those advanced skincare users, I love to also use the pure retinol serum. This is in the MD line and it's called the Retinol Booster. And it's basically pure retinol oil. So dry, dehydrated, I also really love this product. Okay. So now that we've kind of gone through and again, 3 steps in the morning, 3 steps at night, it doesn't take a lot to get gorgeous skin. Let's talk about some of the nice to haves, because those ones that we talked about were like something that everybody needs in your routine. So let's talk about some of the products that you would consider, more nice to have. Well, I used to think this was nice to have, but it's a must have. Yeah. Must have. I think you have it too. So these are our new Mdi Patches. And I used them this morning. I think I did a little social TikTok on it. We're going to post, but these little things are miracle patches in a jar. It is full of hyaluronic acid, peptides, vitamin C. I mean, everything you need to hydrate. Look at just after an application, 15 minutes, the wrinkles just go away. And it's like this jelly skin. It's just heaven. I love these eye patches. I can't travel without these. Absolutely. No. I've even had women recently, when I put these on, like lean over and say, what are you putting on your eyes? Could I have a couple? So this is a must for your routine. Absolutely. I mean, it feels so good too. They have it's naturally nice and cool. So in the morning, this is again, one of the products that I can get the mister to do with me, because, if we've had a late night, we still occasionally have those. Then the next morning, you don't have to worry about puffiness. You don't have to worry about bags. This is going to be instantly gorgeous and such a nice way to do like a little wellness. What about neck? We focus so much above here. Yes. What about the neck? Because you have a fabulous neck product. I do. And I don't think you need it. So you don't know about it. I use it. I use it
You don't need it because you use it.
because I use it.
The Image Necklift is really my go-to morning and night. Again, all the products in our collections have clinical studies. We're just kind of highlighting a few, but if you feel like you've had like your jawline is looking a little turkey-ish, you're having wrinkles and hydration, this is the product to go to. So you put it on morning and evening, and then you put your sunblock right on top of it, or you put it on morning and evening, and then you put your hyaluronic on top of it. So this is really, I mean, this is a must for anybody who's concerned or who is getting concerned about their neck.
I am, by the way, I love the way that all of the products smell too. It's such a nice, clean, not overpowering, so nice. And look at that before and after. The one on the left, it's just mind blowing.
It really is that a product can do that without surgery.
And let me tell you, I think everybody needs this because, you know, prevention is key. So if we start using this stuff now, we're going to take care of the necks that we have. So that's something that is actually, it's in my must have. I leave it on my nighttime routine. Okay. I want to talk about one of my other favorite products because I have these everywhere. I'm skipping ahead to Ormetic.
Skip ahead. Yeah.
This is the best. I'm a lip biter. I don't love wearing lipstick. This is the best lip care product ever. I have one by my bed. I have them in all of my drawers. I love the pink. The pink is like a hint of pink. So it's not like, you know, you're wearing necessarily, it just gives you that beautiful sheer hint of color. This product I absolutely love. So hydrating.
It is. That's a cult favorite. That is our #1 selling SKU in our particular product line. So it's great over lipstick, no lipstick, put a lip liner on, put it on, you know, if you want to go makeup, no makeup, put the primer, do your lip, and you're done for the day on the weekend. So it's easy, simple, and beautiful.
What about, I know you have some amazing face masks too.
We do. I love our sheet mask, our hydrating sheet mask that you can apply. I wore that today. I mean, I did everything on this program just to like get really in the feeling of great skincare, but the sheet masks are really great. We have transformational masks. I like our new microdermabrasion exfoliator now, which is can be a mask for 3 to 5 minutes, or you can mix it with the cleanser, but it's kind of like microdermabrasion in a tube. It's amazing. That's another great, I wouldn't say it's a mask, but sometimes I treat it as a mask.
And now I know, you know, we want to also pay very close attention to our hands and body. I mean, my hands are looking so good right now. Thank you. But you've got 2 products that I absolutely adore for hand and body care. The Vital C.
Yeah, that's again in the vitamin C line. You know, if you've never tried one of our vitamin C products, this collection from head to toe will really get you glowing. And, you know, there's nothing worse than to have great skin, a great neck, and then your hands looking aged. So don't forget about your hands. Put this lotion right next to your, you know, by your toothbrush or in your bathroom, and then make sure you always put sunscreen on your hands every day. When you finish this, just do this like a hand lotion. It's so important. Those little slim changes will make a big difference later on in life.
I want to tell people who are watching too, I'm always wary of hand cream because I don't like when it feels greasy. This absorbs right in. It's like almost like a dry feeling. So if you're somebody who doesn't like to wash their hands and put lotion, I know there's a lot of us out there because you don't want that greasy feeling on your hand. This is a game changer. And then also, you know, for those problem areas, which you got us covered here, the Cellulite.
Yeah, that is another favorite of ours for firming the body skin, you know, on the belly, on the bottom, the legs. You know, there's been a lot of products that have come out under the arms, but this is a top plastic surgeon favorite, pre and post liposuction, or anybody who's concerned about lax skin. So again, morning and evening, you're going to feel a little tingling, a little activity going on, but that's a great product for your body as well.
And then I don't have it here, but I do want to call it out. I know you've got some amazing face mists.
Yes. So our facial mist is really like a burst again in the vitamin C line to set your makeup, give you a spritz of spray. So that's also a great product in our line.
And I love that you pointed out, great for setting your makeup at the end of, your
Yes.
routine, because that will keep it going on. Janna, I want to thank you so much for setting up this incredible wellness event and for taking the time, of course, to share your skincare expertise. If people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way?
So of course, go to Image Skincare. We have licensed estheticians on staff, a whole bunch of us that can answer any of your questions anytime, or you can reach me at Janna Ronert on my Instagram, DM me some questions that you might have, but we'd love for everybody to be on a professional skincare program.
I love that. And remember, to everybody who's watching right now, first of all, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Janna, this is incredible information. Remember, you can watch this session again. It will be available on imageskincare.com soon. But in the meantime, I definitely want to encourage you to check out the site to see past events. You can learn so much about the products. They have fabulous blogs. I saw a question pop up. I don't think we have time about retinol and vitamin C. So go to the blog there because they have great articles on both. And of course, if you want to purchase any of the products we talked about today, Image is running an amazing promotion. If you spend $100, you are going to get this adorable duffel bag, which is perfect for the weekend away, and a discovery size of the Vital C Hydrating Anti-Aging Serum, something that I know you're going to be in love with. Also coming up at 12:20 is a session Janna and I know we're both excited for, which is optimize your brain to lead a healthy and wonderful life. And that is being led by the fabulous Candy Calderon. So make sure you tune into that. I hope you all had as much fun as we did. And I'd love to stay in touch. Remember, you can always reach me at Amber Milt at Art Beauty Podcast. I answer all DMs. And as we talked about at the beginning of the show, right now, one lucky attendee is going to win a bundle of my favorite Image products. That's including the Ageless Total Pure Hyaluronic Filler, the Ormetic Balancing Antioxidant Serum, the Max Necklift, the Max Wrinkle Smoother, the MD Restoring Power C Serum, a favorite of Janna and I's, and the new MD Eye Masks. Janna, would you like to do the honors of who our giveaway winner is?
I would. So let me look down here. And the winner is Miss Lindale Brooks.
Oh, congratulations, Lindale. Make sure you let us know.
Yes, you're going to be glowing. Send us photos of what your skin looks like after you try these great products, and certainly the mask, the eye mask, you're going to love.
Amazing. And thank you so much, beauties, for watching.
Thank you, Amber. And let's continue, Jacqueline, with the next speaker.
Okay, so guys, that was amazing. All of those products are absolutely amazing. I have my bag here that that Amber was telling us about. You have to order everything. You got to buy everything. You got to fill that bag up. This is probably my daytime regimen can fit in this bag now because I want every single thing that they talked about. So when you go to shop, if you want that bag, remember, if you spend $100, which I don't know with all those amazing products how you do not get to $100, but when you spend $100, you get that bag free. You have to add it to your cart and then put in the promo Wellness 22. So that is how you get that amazing duffel. It's going to hold all of our favorites that we want to take with us.